Alrighty, guys, welcome to Rogers Center in Toronto, Canada, as we relive and replay the 2016 American League wildcard game between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to be using payoff pitch. We're going to be using the cards from the payoff pitch system, and you can see on your screen we're actually going to be using the facts for anytime we get see a base runner, how far they run, double, see if the runner on score, how far they go, defensive checks, fielder position, and stuff like that. So we don't need to look up a lot of charts. We'll just roll on the little thing over here, and hopefully that will make things a little bit easier for us. I'm using good information that was shared by how our good friend Bleacher Bums Gaming started doing his combo fast action slash dice version. And I think it's going to work out really well. So let's take a look at the starting lineups for today. And I need to refresh my screen because why not, right? Alrighty, so this is a game from October 4th, 2016. It's obviously the Baltimore Orioles going to play the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto. The starting lineups are going to be Adam Jones in center field, Hyun-Soo Kim in left field, Manny Machado's at third, Mark Trumbo is the DH, Matt Winters is the catcher, Chris Davis at first, Jonathan Schoop at second, Michael Bourne is the right fielder, and J.J. Hardy is the shortstop. Pitching today. Pitching today. Let me switch my screen over so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Pitching today for the Toronto Blue Jays, or for the Baltimore Orioles, is going to be Chris Tillman. That's what Tillman's card looks like. If you guys want to see what Chris Tillman's, so there we go, a little bit better zoom in there. So 6, 7, and 9 will be tough. 5 will be a ballpark. 2, 4, 10, 11 will be patient. 12 will be a wheelhouse for Chris Tillman. He'll be facing off against Devin Travis at second base for the Blue Jays, batting first. Josh Donaldson, third baseman, batting second. Edward Encarnacion, the first baseman, batting third. Jose Bautista in right field, he's batting fourth. Russell Martin, the catcher, batting fifth. Troy Tulowitzki, the shortstop, batting sixth. The DH, Michael Saunders, is batting seventh. Center fielder Kevin Pillar is eighth, and Ezekiel Carrera is going to be your left fielder for your Toronto Blue Jays. Pitching today for Toronto in this all-important one-and-done game, Marcus Stroman. So 6, 8, 10, 12 are all tough. 11 will be defense. 5 will be ballpark. 3, 4, and 9 will be in play. So looking forward to bringing some payoff pitch, one of my all-time favorite gaming systems for baseball, and really looking forward to checking this out. So dice, 2d6s, we're just going to roll those, combine them together, get the result on the pitcher's card to see which position, what kind of result we get. And then for the percentile dice, it's going to be black followed by white. So this would be 0, 3, and this would be 47. So black followed by white. All right, so looks like Marcus Stroman for Toronto has finished his warm-up pitches. We're getting things going here. Start time of, it's a good question, what time did the game start? The game started at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Attendance 49,934 Toronto Blue Jay screaming fans. And we're going to get our first card and dice payoff pitch game. We've done some payoff pitch on my channel. We've done it on the computer. This will actually be the first time that we actually use cards and dice. So, and a combination of that and the fast action cards there. So, all right, let's get things rolling here. So Adam Jones steps in. He's a righty. Marcus Stroman is a righty. Chris Tillman is a righty. So both pitchers, starting pitchers. Oh, one thing of note, There are, as you can see here, all the extra pitchers and players that came into the game. I already have these pulled out. This game went into extra innings in real life, so you can see we have quite a few extra cards for both teams. They certainly went to the well and into the bullpen quite a few times, so we'll have lots of opportunities to bring in extra players for this game. We're going to be at Rogers Center again, so let's just look at Rogers Center real quickly here. There we go. Something like that anyways. So wheelhouse for left-handers is 1-58 versus right-handers 1-45. In play is going to be 59-99 for lefties, 46-99 for righties. So more chance for lefties to hit it out than right-handers. So just keep that in mind. All righty, away we're going to go here. Adam Jones steps in. Marcus Stroman waits on the sign from the catcher, Russell Martin. He gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch of Cards and Dice payoff pitch. Baseball demo, good to see the Cards and Dice. Don't end the game without Zach Britton pitching. Zach Britton is actually let's see, is he, Zach Britton, he is not in. No, he did not make an appearance. He will not be showing up in this game. As I just mentioned, there is a ton of extra players and pitchers. In fact, Baltimore used 7 pitchers in this game, and Toronto used 6 pitchers, and then a couple different position players. So there are lots of opportunities. And Baseball Demos, big shout out to Baseball Demos and his channel. He's the one that got me hooked on this game. He brought it to his channel first. I watched it. I thought, this game looks good. I got to check it out. And ever since then, I've been hooked. So thank you to Baseball Demos for bringing this game. Looking forward to playing some baseball here. October 4th, 8:08 is the time, and away we go. Adam Jones, Marcus Stroman. So that's a 7. That's going to be Patient off of Stroman, and a 25. Patient 25 is going to be a walk. So Adam Jones starts the game off with the walk. Adam Jones is, let's slide these over just a little bit. Adam Jones is an A stealer. Let's see. Russell Martin arm is a 5, so it'd be an A5 combo. Let me bring up the actual charts. Why don't I? So I have them just in case I do need them. Let me just spend a second. I should have thought about that, but let's see. Is this the right? Oops. Is this the right? Yes, this is. Okay, so an A5. All right. David, got my toys. Will be printing this week. Looking forward to lessons from you and Mr. Shenanigans here. You were able to coax Beatles to do an interview? Not yet. Not yet. I don't think. I'm not sure. I know he posted a video. So the walk goes to Adam Jones to lead off the game. He is a steal rating of A. Marcus Stroman is a hold of 7. And Russell Martin has an arm of 5. So an A5 steal chance is pretty good. A5 is the best. So, all right, so he has to get the lead, or he has to beat the hold rating. So 7 or less on the hold rating for Marcus Stroman. And that is a 5, so he can go if he wishes, and he will go. That's going to be a percentile dice roll. Here he goes. Adam Jones headed to second on the play. Is a 20. 20 is going to be 13-17 is caught. 18-99 will be a stolen base. So stolen base by Adam Jones. And without any warning, the Baltimore offense has come alive here in the top of the first inning. That brings up Hunso Kim versus Marcus Stroman. Runner on second. Stolen base by Adam Jones. Ken Castro's here. Hello, Ken. How are you, my friend? So we have another 7. So once again, off of Stroman, that is Patient 38 versus Hunso Kim. Patient 38. And he walks Hunso Kim as well. So not a great start for Marcus Stroman here in the first inning. 2 on, no one out. That brings up everyone's favorite Dodger, Manny Machado. Of course, he played for the Baltimore Orioles in 2016. 2 on, no one out for Manny Machado. Marcus Stroman needs to settle down. Let's see if he can get things going here. That's a 9, so 9 is in play. 71 against the right-hander is going to be too high. 71 is going to be a ground ball to second base. Ground ball to second, possible double play. So on the double play, you have to roll last center equal to both the pitcher and the batter for the double play. Manny Machado is a 6, and the double play for Stroman is a 9. So 6 or less, it'll be a double play. I do like to re-roll these because I think if you look at the dice roll and you use it once on the card, you shouldn't use it again because you're always going to get the same result. So basically what that means is 9 on an in-play play is never going to get you a double play, right? Because the 9 is not less than the double play for Marcus Stroman. So I think you should re-roll these, but everyone plays a little bit different, but I'm going to re-roll it. So 6 or less is going to be a double play. Otherwise, it's going to be a fielder's choice. That is an 8. So Manny Machado beats out the play. Going to third is Adam Jones. Out at second, Hunso Kim. Manny Machado makes it to first on the fielder's choice. And runners at the corners with 1 out. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Defense will play back. They'll give up the run if they can get the double play. That brings up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo does hit into a lot of double plays, but he also has Tribe Fan 879. How you doing, Tribe? We're in the top of the first inning here. Runners at the corners for the Baltimore Orioles. Jones on third, Machado at first. Stroman walks the first 2 batters. Got himself into trouble. Let's see if Trumbo can deliver. That is a total of 5. So 5 is ballpark. And the ballpark check for the right-hander is an 80. So that's an in-play. So Mark Trumbo is going to get an in-play check. Anything less than 34, he'll have a hit. And that is a 0-3. That's going to be a double by Trumbo. So here will be our first chance to look at our cards here. So instead of looking up charts and everything and looking that, we're just going to look at what's going on here. So we've got a double by Trumbo off the wall, and we're going to roll here. And so runner on first. Oh, here it is, double. Runner at first is going to go 2 bases and has choice. So double by Trumbo scores Adam Jones, and Machado's going to go to third and stop. So runners at second and third, still only 1 out. Defense will play in. Defense will play in. So not a great start by Marcus Stroman. Infield in. All right, so I got the infield in results here up on my screen. Ken Castro, here's Bob. Where is Mark Gibaza? Gibuza, Guruza, Gabazi, Goozy. That song will be in CP's head now for a while. Finally finished updating phone. It was time for some baseball after a 14-hour day. All right, Ken Castro. KC is closer to my age than Dave, I think. Shake, shake, shake. Has become all those old men. Wow. All right, so runners at the corners. Machado at third. I'm sorry, Machado at third. Trumbo at second. Defense will play in. Matt Wieners delivers with the double. That brings up Chris Davis here. I'm sorry, no, that was Trumbo. Matt Wieters is up. Matt Wieters, the catcher. Runners is second and third. Strollman trying to get out of this really tough first inning. That is a 2. That is a wheelhouse by Marcus Strollman. 0-4 wheelhouse. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Matt Wieters, 0-4 on the 2. So wheelhouse and the dice roll of 0-4 against the right-hander. 1-41 is a home run. Matt Wieters with the home run, 3-run bomb here in the first inning. And just like that, the Baltimore Orioles go up 4-0 against the Toronto Blue Jays. The crowd just getting to their seats and are shocked as they look up at the scoreboard. Walk, a fielder's choice, a double, and a home run. Marcus Strollman, and there's some activity in the bullpen here already in the first inning. As I mentioned, if you're just joining us, there is plenty of pitchers to play with in this game. Each team used at least 6 pitchers. So let's see if Strollman can do something with Davis. Giving up 4 runs here in the first inning. That's an 11, so defense. The defense here, we'll roll on our little chart here. The defense is going to be an error check, and the error check, then we'll look at the fielder. Error check on the pitcher. So the error check for Strollman is going to be a 1. So Marcus Strollman is a 1, not a very good fielder, in fact. So a 1 gives a 1-50. It's an error. That's a 97, fortunately, so that is going to be a 1-3 putout. Marcus Strollman almost dropped it. He's a little nervous, a little rattled here. That brings up Jonathan Schoop. Jonathan Schoop, the second baseman, two-way here now. See if Marcus Strollman can get back into a little groove here. That is a 7, so patient again. 50 patient against Schoop. 50 patients just outside his range. That's going to be a P6, and that's going to do it. But 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 4-0 Baltimore. And Toronto 2 up. So Chris Tillman will take the mound with a 4-0 lead. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, Retro Sports Network is here. And away we go. Devin Travis steps into the batter's box. That is a 7. That's tough against Tillman. 48 right-hander, tough 48. That's a double to lead off. So look at what's happening here. That's going to be a double to start things off for Toronto. And that brings up Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson will step in. No one out. Let's see if they can get some of these runs back here. Chris Tillman, Josh Donaldson. That is a 10. 10 is patient. 0-3 patient is going to be a walk for Donaldson. So 2 on, nobody out for Toronto. And just like that, they're crawling their way back. Edward Encarnacion against Chris Tillman. 2 on, no one out. That is a 10, so patient again. 25, patient, and another walk. And the bases are loaded in the bottom of the first inning with no one out. And all of a sudden, the crowd is going crazy again. Unbelievable start to this game. Neither pitcher can throw a strike, and when they do throw a strike, it's hammered. Jose Bautista, the right fielder, against Chris Tillman. That is a 6, so that's tough 44. Tough 44 against Bautista. 1-49 is a strikeout. So Bautista goes down on strikes. Defense will play back, giving up the run if they can get a double play here. Russell Martin, the catcher. Chris Tillman. That is an 8, so it's in play 96. Fly ball out to left field. F7. Now, is it deep enough is the question. Do we have that here anywhere? There's a hit, an error, and out. Single. Runner at second, runner at first. Double. Choice. Defense. Fielder rating. Check. Error. Let's see, actually. That came off of a in-play, no, yeah, came of in-play check. So fly out. It came with an in-play, all runners hold on an in-play fly out. Tough results, all runners hold. Patient, you have the choice of going, and a wheelhouse, you definitely score. Okay, so Russell Martin flies out, not deep enough. That brings up Troy Tulowitzki here. 2 away, the shortstop. That's another 10, so another patient result, but another 96, and that's going to be an F7, and that's going to do it. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We go into the second inning, 4-0 Baltimore. Michael Bourne is up. Marcus Stroman, still some activity in the bullpen as Stroman does not have what it takes today facing off against the hot Baltimore Orioles. Michael Bourne, and that is a 4, so that is going to be an in-play, and that is going to be a 72 in-play. And 72 is going to be an F8, so Bourne flies out to center. 1 away. Game will go quick when there's none of those pesky base runners there. Dave Gardner, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming on. J.J. Hardy, the shortstop for Baltimore. That's an 8, so that's tough. 0-8. Tough is going to be a strikeout. So Stroman's throwing a little bit of character coming back here in the second inning. That brings up Adam Jones, who led the game off walking and then stealing second base on Stroman. That is an 11 defense. The defense is going to be, we'll roll on the chart here. It's going to be an error check. Next roll will tell us which position is going to be second base. Second baseman, of course, is Devin Travis. He it was a error check, right? So he's at 2 and 1-45. It's an error on Devin Travis. 41, so bobbles it, can't get it, and that's going to be a on with an E4. So 1 on, 2 outs here. Adam Jones, he might even try to decide to steal again. Hold rating is a 7, and he rolled an 11, so he won't be going this time. Hyun-Soo Kim grounded into an fielder's. I'm sorry. Hyun-Soo Kim walked and then got put out on the fielder's choice. So. All right, good night, Mr. Baseball Demos. He's got some awesome 1977 work to do, so looking forward to checking that out. So 1 run, man on first, 2 away. That's an 8, so tough 70, and that's going to be an F8 to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error. That was an error on Toronto. And we go to the bottom of the second. Still 4-0 Baltimore. I'm not hiding the score sheet. It's over here. You can see the score sheet. It's right here. See that? Right there, score sheet. I can't get everything. All right, bottom of the second inning. Michael Saunders, the DH, against Chris Tillman. 7 tough, 67. Tough 67 is a leadoff double. 66 and 67 are doubles. He rolls a 67. So a double by Saunders to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Kevin Pillar. That's a 10. 10 is Patient. Patient 82. And that's out of range. And that's going to be an F8 for the first out. Ezekiel Carrera, the left fielder for Toronto. 1 on, 1 out. 8. In play, 46. In play, 46, just out of range. That's a pop-up to second base, P4. And back to the top of the lineup. Devin Travis led the game off with the double. Michael Saunders is standing on second, hoping he can repeat that feat. It's a 9. 9 is tough. Tough 32. Tough 32 is going to be a strikeout. And that's going to do it for Toronto. The leadoff double goes nowhere. Fly out to center, popped up to second, and a strikeout. So we go to the third inning, still 4-0 Baltimore. They jumped on Stroman early enough. Brings up Manny Machado. Hit into the fielder's choice in the first inning. That's a 5. 5 is ballpark. 74 versus right-handers in play check. So Manny Machado in play 32 or less. That's a 46, and it's going to be a ground ball down to first. G3. And that brings up Mark Trumbo. Doubled his first time at bat in the first inning. Mark Trumbo. That's an 8. Tough 43. Tough 43 is a strikeout of Trumbo. Brings up Matt Wieters. If you just arriving, Matt Wieters hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. That's a 6. Tough 0-2. Tough 0-2. That's going to be another strikeout. So Marcus Stroman now starting to get in the groove. One might think maybe he didn't warm up enough before the game started to give up all those early runs. And so we go on to the bottom of the third inning, still 4-0. You're coming late. You missed all the activity so far. Josh Donaldson walked his first time up in the first inning. As an 11, Patient 83. Patient 83 is hit by pitch. So Josh Donaldson hit by pitch. We'll call that a P. Hit by pitch, and he's on. He's a B stealer. The catcher for the Orioles is a 3-arm, so it'd be a B3. Let's see what the chance of a B3 steal looks like. 27 or higher. That's a pretty good chance. Chris Tillman is a hold of 4, so hard to get a lead on Chris Tillman. Let's see if he can get the lead. It is a 4, so he can steal. So Josh Donaldson is going to try to stay out of the double play and move to second. He will roll on the B3 column. That is a 30 stolen base for Josh Donaldson. So on to second he goes. Each team with 1 steal so far in the game. Edward Encarnacion. Edward versus Chris Tillman. Runner in second, no one out. Edward, 9. That is tough. Tough 47. Tough 47 is a double. Edward Encarnacion against right-handers tough 46-47 is a double. So the run comes home and the crowd goes crazy on the double by Edward Encarnacion. And it's now a 4-1 ball game. Still no one out here in the third inning. Brings up Jose Bautista, struck out in the first. Chris Tillman, Jose Bautista. That is a 4. That's patient. 91 patient. 91 is actually a single by Bautista. 91 and 92 are singles on the patient. So Bautista with the single. Now we got to find out. Runner at second. And the single will roll and see what happens. 1 plus choice. The single and stopping at third will be Edward Encarnacion. He's only got a run of 5 rating, so he's not very fast. So runners at first and third, still no one out here. And activity in the Baltimore bullpen here as Chris Tillman in the third inning. 1 more hit and he'll be done. Defense will play back. They'll give up the run if they can get the double play. So Russell Martin is pretty good at double plays. He's an 8. Tillman is a 9. So if they can get the double play, they got a good shot at it. That is a 4. So once again, patient 90. Patient 90. That's going to be out of range. That is going to be a ground ball 6. So it's going to short. And now the question is it going to be a double play? So we're going to re-roll the dice. Ground ball double play. Like I just mentioned, Tillman is a 9. Russell Martin's is 8. 8 or less. It's a double play, and it is a double play. So Russell Martin hits into 6-4-3 double play to end the inning and takes the life out of the stadium with that. But they do get 1 run back. 1 run back, so it's now a 4-1 ball game headed to the 4th inning. That brings up Chris Davis. Chris Davis hit a little number off the end of his bat back to the pitcher in the first inning. Chris Davis versus Marcus Stroman. That's a 7, so patient 50. Patient 50 is a walk by Davis, so Chris Davis with the walk. Not much of a threat to steal. He is a B rating, so that would be a B5. Nah, not much of a threat. How many stolen bases do you have in this? He only had 1 stolen base the whole season, so yeah, he's probably not going to be risking it here. That brings up Jonathan Schopp. Popped up to short his first time up in the first inning. That's a 5. We got a ballpark 62. Ballpark 62 right-hander is going to be in play. So Jonathan Schopp with an in play 33 or less. It is an 84. That's going to be a G6. G6 with the runner at first could be a double play. It's going to be Schopp is a 8. Double play for Stroman is a 9. So once again, 8 or less, it'll be a double play. It will be a double play. 6-4-3. So Marcus Stroman, the walk goes nowhere. Brings up Michael Bourne, who flied out to center in the second inning. That is a 6. Tough 50 is going to be a single. Tough 50 is going to be a single for Michael Bourne. And the hit parades continue here. J.J. Hardy struck out in the second inning. 4-1 Baltimore. We're now in the top of the fourth. That's correct. J.J. Hardy, runner first. That's a 3, so in play 25. In play 25 is a single. So runner on first, single. Let's roll to see what happens. One base, okay. So back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second now. Brings up Adam Jones. He's had an interesting game. Walked to start off the game, and then E4 to get on in the second. Five is ballpark. Once again, ballpark. 94 though, so that's going to be an in-play check for Adam Jones. 1 to 33. That's a 64, and that's going to be a G4 to end it. But 2 hits, no runs, no errors. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 4-1 Baltimore. And that's going to be it for Marcus Stroman. His day is going to be done. They're going to be pulling in some relief help here. We'll decide that when we get to the we got a lefty, a righty, a switch hitter, and then a lefty. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Chris Tillman, 4-1 Baltimore, bottom of 4. Troy Tulowitzki flew out to left field his first time up in the first inning. That's a 8. In play 95. In play 95 is going to be out of range. That's an F7. So 2 fly balls to left field for Troy Tulowitzki. Michael Saunders doubled to lead off the second inning and got stranded on second base. First spring training games are Friday or Saturday. Excellent. Can't wait. Tenacious Strat, what's going on? That is an 8. 8 is in play 11. In play 11 is going to be a triple by Saunders. And he, once again, is doing well for Toronto. And that gets the crowd off their feet. Triple. 1-out triple. That brings up Kevin Pillar. Flew out to center. His first time up. Stealing home. Michael Saunders. No, he's a terrible stealer. All right. No. Some payoff. That's right. Payoff. Triple by Saunders. Pillar is up. Flew out to center field his first time up. That is a 7. Tough 93. Tough 93. And that's an F7. So 2 away now. Once again on the tough result. The fly ball, I don't think you can advance on that, correct? Yeah, tough result, all runners hold. In play results, all runners hold. Right. Okay, so stranded at second in the second inning, and now stranded at third in the fourth inning. Let's see if Ezekiel Carrera can do something to get him home. Chris Tillman, Ezekiel Carrera. That is a 10. Patient 55. Patient 55 is going to be a single, and he's going to drive him home. So this time, the run scores on Ezekiel Carrera's single. It's now a 4-2 ball game, and I think, is he going to try to steal? It would be a C3. Let's look at a C3 result for steal. C3, that's about a 50-50. So yeah, he's not going to go. That brings up Devin Travis. Walked in the first, struck out in the second. Big opportunity here for Devin Travis. Chris Tillman. That is an 8 in play, 0-2 in play for Devin Travis, and that is going to be a double. A double by Devin Travis in play. So a double, runner at first. Let's see. Let's roll the thing and see if he scores or not. And he does score on the play. So coming around all the way, Ezekiel Carrera is going to score on the double. And that's going to be it for Chris Tillman, as he gives up 2 runs here. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-3 ball game. And Chris Tillman's day, he's going to hit the showers here. And let's see, we got righty, righty, righty coming up. So, coming into pitch. Coming into pitch. Let's see. That's a good question, my friends. Who is going to come into pitch? It looks like it's going to be Micah Givens that's going to come in to pitch here. So Chris Tillman, 3 2/3 innings, 3.2 innings. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 3 runs, and 1, 2 walks, and 1, 2 strikeouts, and no home runs. So Chris Tillman, 3 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Coming into pitch is going to be Micah Givens. He's coming in the 4th inning. All right. Hey, Rob, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Enjoying some payoff pitch here. It's a 4-3 ball game going in the bottom of the 4th. Runner at second. Josh Donaldson is due up. Josh Donaldson. He walked and was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Micah Givens versus Josh Donaldson. That's a 7. Tough 58. Tough 58, just out of range. That's going to be a G5 to end it. But we have 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. It's now a 4-3 ball game, as the Toronto Blue Jays have almost come all the way back from their terrible start. As mentioned, Marcus Stroman is out. Due up is a lefty, a righty, a switch hitter, and a lefty. And it looks like Toronto is making the call to the pen, and Brett Cecil, oh my God, not Brett Cecil, is coming in, the lefty, to face off against Han-Soo Kim. They got plenty of players to play with. So Marcus Stroman's day is done. He gave up He pitched, what did he pitch here? 4 innings. He gave up a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. He only gave up 4 hits, but he gave up 4 runs. All of them were earned. He walked 1, 2, 3 batters, and he struck out 2 batters, and he gave up 1 home run. So Marcus Stroman, 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 home run. That brings in Brett, the crazy man. Why are we doing this? Cecil. He's coming in the 5th inning here. All right, so it's Hyun-Soo Kim versus Brett Cecil. I don't want to see Machado hitting the White Sox, says Rob. Don't tell us the outcome. I want to see it. I wish I had a tower. Maybe someday I'll float the dough, says Tenacious Strat. It's awesome. You got to love towers. Keeps the dice nice and easy. So Brett Cecil, Hyun-Soo Kim here in the top of the 5th. That's an 8. 8 is Patient. Patient 76 is out of his range. That's going to be a G4 for Hyun-Soo Kim. Out to 2nd. One away, Manny Machado versus Brett Cecil. As a 4, Tough 78, and that's out of range. So it's going to be a fly ball to center field. Brett Cecil doing some work here for the Toronto Blue Jays. Going up against Trumbo. Trumbo's 1 for 2 with a double in the 1st. Struck out in the 3rd. Mark Trumbo. 3, wheelhouse. 30, and that one's gone. Mark Trumbo hits a jumbo. Way out of here. There you go, Brett. There you go. Home run. Brett Cecil to Mark Trumbo. Hits the jumbo here in the 5th inning to get Baltimore back to a 2-run lead. And more warming up in the bullpen. Matt Wieters is up. That is an 8. 8 is Patient. 47. Patient is a single by Matt Wieters. And that's going to be it for Brett Cecil, as once again he implodes. Nah, with the lefty due up, they're going to leave him in. He'll face off against Chris Davis. Lefty-lefty matchup. Chris Davis only batted .216 versus lefty, so Chris Davis, Brett Cecil, 8. 8 is Patient, 63. Patient, 63 is a single. Unbelievable. So single with a runner on first, and let's roll the dice here, and 1 base advance on the play for Matt Wieters, and that will be it for Brett Cecil. His day will be done. I knew it wasn't going to be long. Let's see who's due up. Righty, lefty. Okay, so probably a right-hander here. Joe Paganini's coming in to pitch for your Toronto Blue Jays. He's coming also in the 5th inning. Joe, Biagini. Brett Cecil, well, let's see. You pitched 2/3 of an inning. Good job there. You gave up 3 hits, 1 run. No walks, no strikeouts, and 1 home run. That's pretty normal for you. Alrighty. So that was Chris Davis. So 2 on, 2 outs for Jonathan Schoop, who popped it up to short and then grounded into the 6-4-3 twin killing in the 4th. Joe Paganini, right-hander. That is a 7 in play and a 19. That's going to be trouble. Jonathan Shope with the single. Golly, you can't get around it, can you? Jonathan, let's see how far the runners go on the single. So on the single, runner at second, 1+ choice. So back-to-back singles. Matt Wieters. He only has a run rating of 4, so he is going to stop. So the home run by Mark Trumbo, then a single by Wieters, single by Davis, single by Shope. Playing some small ball here and long ball. That brings up the hot hitting Michael Bourne. Single in the 4th and flew out to center. Can Joe Baganini get one stinking out from this mess that Brett Cecil left behind? 7 is in play and a 10 in play. Wow, and that's another single by Michael Bourne. So back-to-back singles. And we got to check on the runners here. And single on second scores, and runner in first goes 2 bases on this single. So Matt Wieters comes in, coming around Chris Davis, he'll score. Jonathan Shope will take off to third base. So 3 runs here in the 5th inning. Joe Baganini has not helped the cause for the Toronto Blue Jays. Runners at the corners, defense just praying for a ground ball they can get to. Joe Baganini trying not to throw one down the middle, please. J.J. Hardy, that is an 8, so tough, 91, tough, 91, and that's going to finally do it. It's a ground ball, G6 to end it. G6. But that is 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And the Baltimore Orioles take a 7-3 lead going into the bottom of the 5th. Micah Givens still out there pitching. He'll be facing off against Edward Encarnacion. Walked in the 1st, doubled in the 3rd. It's been a hit fest here in Toronto, Canada. Rogers Center. 7 is tough 23. A tough 23 is going to be a strikeout. Strikeout Edward Encarnacion. Jose Bautista struck out in the 1st and a single in the 3rd. That is a 2. A 2 is the wheelhouse, and a 49 for Jose Bautista. This one's down the middle, but unfortunately 49 is 41 versus right-handers 1-44 is a home run. So Bautista cranks one almost off the top of the wall and gets in with a double. Jose Bautista with a double. Brings up Russell Martin, flew out to left and hit into the twin killing in the 3rd inning, 6-4-3. I keep trying to find the best setup for just playing the tabletop games. I do find this kind of setup fascinating, like we're sitting at the table with you. Oh, thanks. I'm actually waiting to get a camera that I can actually use, like one of the little spider clip things where you can kind of bend and I'm going to kind of bend it so it'll kind of sit, like, you know, kind of, like maybe up like this, maybe, or maybe like that. I don't know, somewhere like that. Anyways, now I can't see what I'm doing, but let's see if I can get it back into position now. Probably not. Stupid thing. It's not bad. Okay. So where are we? Jose Bautista just got a double. That's what almost hit a home run. Russell Martin. 1 out. More activity in the bullpens. A nice patriotic t-shirt, says Tenacious Strat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Russell Martin is 0 for 2. That is an 8. 8 is tough. 12 on the tough is going to be a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts for Micah Givens. Troy Tulowitzki. 2 fly balls to left field. He could do something for Toronto that would help their cause as they're down 7-3. As a 4, tough 57. Tough 57 outside the range. That's going to be an F9 to end it. So the double by Jose Bautista goes nowhere. And we go into the 6th inning. Joe Baganini's day is going to be done. Coming in the 7th inning is going to be someone. Somewhere. Jason Grilli is going to come in. Jason Grilli is coming in. Grilli. Okay, so let's look at Joe Baganini. Joe Baganini. Gave up 3 hits. He lasted 1/3 of an inning. And he gave up 3 hits, 1 run, and no walks, no strikeouts, no home runs. Joe Baganini, 1/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, no strikeouts. Coming in, it'll be Jason Grilli to face off against Adam Jones. Adam Jones is, let's see, he is actually 0 for 1 as he's got a walk and an E4 to get on base. That is an 8. Tough 43 against a right-hander. Tough 43 is going to be a single. 39-48 is a single in the tough column for Adam Jones. So Adam Jones fights that one off and gets a single. Grilli is a 5 hold, so hard to run on. So let's see if Adam Jones can get another. Nope, too high. So he'll stay at first for Hyun-Soo Kim. Hyun-Soo Kim is 0 for 3 on the day. 7-3 Baltimore, top of 6th inning. That's an 8, tough 65 versus a right-hander, tough 65. It's going to be an F8. Fly out to center. 1 away. Manny Machado. He is 0 for 3 on the day, Manny. That's a 4. Wheelhouse, 44 versus a right-hander. Wheelhouse, 44 for Manny Machado. That one's going, gone. Jason Grilli gives up the 2-run home run. Manny Machado goes deep. Coming in to score will be Adam Jones, followed by Manny Machado. The 3rd home run given up by the Toronto Blue Jays pitching staff. Unbelievable. That breaks this game open. It is now 9-3 Baltimore. Mark Trumbo, speaking of home runs, he had a home run in the 5th inning. Mark Trumbo hit a jumbo. That is a 9 patient. 0-7 patient is probably a walk. It is a walk for Trumbo. That brings up Matt Wieters. Matt Wieters is, speaking of home runs, Matt Wieters hit a home run in the 1st inning. So your 3, 4, and 5 hitters all hit a home run so far. Matt Wieters is 2 for 3 on the day. And that is an 8. Tough 80. Tough 80 is out of zone. That's going to be an F8. And that's only the second out, so they got to go on. Jason Garilli versus Chris Davis. Chris Davis is 1 for 2 on the day and a walk in the 4th. As a 10, as a ballpark, unbelievable. Once again, a ballpark. At 82, and that is actually going to be, though, a in play for Chris Davis. So 1 to 28, it'll be a hit. That's an 88, though. That's going to do it for the inning. That's a ground ball hit to second, G4. But 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 9 to 3 Baltimore. And it looks like they're going to be moving on here unless Toronto makes a serious push. Bum, 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 bum. I think Micah Givens is going to be done. Though he pitched well, I will say that. Coming in to replace him, let's see, we have lefty, righty, lefty. So it looks like it's going to be Donnie Hart is going to come in for Baltimore. Donnie Hart. Yeah, right. Right. Okay. So Donnie Hart's coming in the 6th inning. All right, so Donnie Hart. Micah Givens actually pitched well. One of the only pitchers of the game to pitch well. You know what? No, he didn't, actually. He gave up 2 runs in the 4th inning, actually. Tillman went to there. Yeah, Givens, yeah, all right, so, sorry. Had to think about what was going on here. He pitched well in the 4th. Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, no, he's pitched well. What am I thinking? The other, Tillman gave up the 3 runs. Sorry, yeah, Micah Givens actually came in here. Got the out, a strikeout, a double, a strikeout, and a flyout. So, yeah, Micah Givens, I'm sorry, he did pitch well. He pitched an inning and a 3rd. He gave up 1 double, no runs, no walks. He had 2 strikeouts and no home runs. So, yeah, Micah Givens so far, 1 in the 3rd innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, no home runs. Pitched well for Baltimore Orioles just when they needed it. Donnie Hart's coming in to face off Michael Saunders, lefty-lefty matchup. Michael Saunders, Donnie Hart. Saunders is 2 for 3 on the day. He's got a double in the 2nd and a triple in the 4th. If he could hit for the cycle, that would be amazing. 11, that's a tough play. 0-7, tough. That's going to be a strikeout, so they finally get Michael Saunders out on the strikeout. Brings up Kevin Pillar. 2 fly balls for Kevin Pillar. Not much to show for his day here. 8, tough, 70 versus a lefty. Tough 70 is a G4. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ezekiel Carrera, 1 for 2. Single in the 4th. That's a 5, tough, 84. Tough 84 out of range. That's an F8, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Donnie Hart. Comes in throwing some darts Donnie Hart. All right, we're going on to the 7th. 9-3 Baltimore. What a game. Jonathan Shope, Jason Garilli. All right, Jason Garilli looking for... He came in the 6th inning and did not do much. Oops, I put him down in the 7th inning. He actually came in the 6th inning. What was I thinking? I'm dumb. All right, so Jason Garilli, let's see if he can get a couple outs here in the 7th. That would be nice. Top of 7, Jonathan Shope. No. Yeah, Jonathan Shope. Where are we? 1 for 3 on the day. There we go. 5, Patient 90. Patient 90's out of range. G6 for Shope. G6. 1 away. Michael Bourne. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 1 single in the 4th, single in the 5th. That's a 7. Tough 75 versus the righty. Tough 75 is going to be a G4. 2-way for J.J. Hardy. J.J. Hardy is 1 for 3 on the day. 8. Tough 85. And that's how it's supposed to be played, just like that. G6. Got a G6, a G4, and a G6, and that's going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. None of these pesky runners slowing things down. Good inning for Jason Garilli. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Everyone gets to stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Devin Travis due up. He is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles so far. Devin Travis. 10 is in play 80. In play 80 out of range. That's going to be an F8. F8. Josh Donaldson. And I'll tell you, a couple of those doubles and triples and everything that we've hit so far, when you get the doubles and the triples, you have to hit the numbers. And when you hit the numbers, you can get some of these big innings like that. And it was, several of those plays have come in where it was like 67 and 68 and you get a double, and we've hit it like 3 times so far. So anyways, that's part of the game, right? So Josh Donaldson, Donnie Hart. Let's see, is there any lefties coming up at all? Nope, he's done. Yeah. Donnie Hart, he should always be facing off against lefties anyways. So Donnie Hart's going to be done. He's going to be facing off against right-handers. So Darren O'Day is going to come in. And we're in the 7th inning. Darren O'Day. So Donnie Hart did well. He pitched 1 1/3. Gave up no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, no home runs. Big goose eggs. That's, oh no, wait, I'm sorry. He did have a strikeout. So 1 strikeout for Donnie Hart. Apologize to Donnie. All right, Darren O'Day's coming in. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Josh Donaldson. He is actually over 1. He also has been hit by a pitch and walked. He's had an interesting day at the plate. That's a 3 against Darren O'Day is tough 77. Right-hander tough 77 on a range. That's going to be an F8. So 2 fly balls to center field. Out there in center field is going to be Adam Jones making lots of catches. Edward Encarnacion walked in the 1st, double in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. 5, Patient 41. Patient 41. Right-hander is a walk for Edward. So a Patient walk. That brings up Bautista. Jose Bautista. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. 7, tough 44. Tough 44 right-hander is going to be a strikeout, and that's going to do it. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 8th. 9-3 ball game. Top of the lineup, Adam Jones. Jason Grilli. When did he come in? He came in the 6th. Yeah, I think Jason Grilli is going to be done. And we're going to be bringing in yeah, okay. Probably came in the 6th, right. So he pitched the 6th and the 7th. We're actually running out of pitchers now. We only need the 8th and the 9th, though, huh? Looks like it's going to be up to Roberto Osuna to close things out here for Toronto. Roberto Osuna comes in the 8th. So Jason Grilli pitched 2 complete innings. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, a walk, no strikeouts, and the 1 home run. So Jason Grilli, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and the home run to Manny Machado. Roberto Osuna here in the top of the 8th, 9-3 Baltimore. Adam Jones, 10. That's tough 10 against the right-hander. Tough 10 is a strikeout. Adam Jones down on strikes. Hyun-Soo Kim. Batted .321 versus right-handers, but batted .000 versus lefties. Did not face a lefty the whole season. Roberto Osuna. That is a 9. Tough again, 80. Tough 80 is out of range. That's a G4. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Manny Machado, last time up, 2-run home run. That is a 9. Tough 88. Tough 88 out of range. That's a G6. And that's going to do it. 1, 2, 3 inning for Roberto Osuna. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-3 Baltimore. Darren O'Day just came in. 1, 2, 3 batters. All right, he'll stay in. Russell Martin. Russell Martin will hit. Down 6 runs. I don't think we want to pull him. That's a 7. Tough 17. Tough 17 versus a righty. That's a strikeout for Russell Martin. Oops. Troy Tulowitzki. 3 fly balls. 2 to left, 1 to right for Troy Tulowitzki. That's a 9. Tough again, 87. Tough 87, G6. 2 away for Michael Saunders. Michael Saunders. Double in the 2nd, triple in the 4th, strikeout in the 6th. 8. Tough 54. Tough 54 is a strikeout. So Darren O'Day, 1, 2, 3 inning in the 8th. We move to the 9th. When you don't have these pesky runners, the game runs so fast. Let me just make sure I'm not missing out on any nice chat. Looks like everyone's kind of just chilling and watching, so that's good. So we're in the 9th inning. Roberto Osuna, Mark Trumbo. Trumbo walked in the 6th, home run in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd, and a double in the 1st. That's a 6. Tough 0-4. Tough 0-4. Right-hander is a strikeout. So Trumbo, 2nd strikeout of the game. Matt Winters grounded the pitcher, walked in the 4th, singled in the 5th, and a ground ball to short in the 6th inning. That's a 12, so that is a defensive check. So we're going to use our little thing up here, defense. It's going to be a range play, and then we'll roll to see which fielder it is. A range play to the shortstop. So the shortstop is going to be Troy Tulowitzki. He's got a range of 4. I'm sorry, he's got a range of B. 1-35 is a hit. It's a 39, barely gets it. Stands up, throws across the diamond just in time. That's going to be a 6-3 putout. Good play there by Troy Tulowitzki. A little bit too late, though. Chris Davis grounded the pitcher, walked in the 4th, singled in the 5th, and let's see what happens now. It is a 6, so that's tough 80, tough 80. Ooh, almost. Chris Davis against right-handers. Tough 79 is a single, but no 80. So 80 is going to be a fly ball out, F8. And that's going to do it for Baltimore in the game. Their bats will be quiet the rest of the game unless Toronto can make an amazing comeback. Darren O'Day has pitched 2 innings, so his day is going to be done. And closing things out for your Baltimore Orioles, Brad Brach coming in the 9th. So Darren O'Day did a job. I'm telling you, he pitched 1 1/3 inning. He gave up nothing. No hits, no runs, no errors. He does give a walk and 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. No home runs. So Darren O'Day, 1 1/3 innings. I'm sorry, 1 2/3 innings. Sorry. 1 2/3 innings. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Not bad. Brad Brach here, trying to close it out for Baltimore, send them on to face off against the, 2016 American League. It would have been to Texas. Baltimore would go to Texas to play the Texas Rangers. Kevin Pillar, he is 0 for 3. That's a 5. 5 is patient, 48 patient. 48 is going to be a hit by pitch. So Pillar, hit by pitch. He's on. Ezekiel Carrera, he is the left fielder. Let's see. Who do we have we could bring in? We're going to bring in Justin Smoke to pinch hit. Why not? Justin Smoke coming in the 9th inning. Justin Smoke. Alrighty, and Ezekiel Carrera will be out. So Smoke, switch hitter. So lefty-righty matchup. Still hanging in there, says Dave Little. All right, my friend. Dave Little Strong to the end. That's the way I like to see it, my friends out there. Strong to the end. I love you guys. Justin Smoke, pinch hitting here. Let's see if he can get something done. That's a 6. Tough. Tough 23 is going to be a strikeout. So the pinch hit opportunity goes to waste there. Devin Travis having a game. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Brad Brach as an 8. Tough. 26. Another strikeout. Brad Brach down to their last out, and that's Josh Donaldson. He is over 2, hit by pitch and a walk. So Josh Donaldson needs a hit to keep things rolling for Toronto. That is an 8. I know you can't see it because it's hiding under there, but it's an 8. 8 is tough. Tough 42. And 1 to 42 is a strikeout. 43 to 44 is a double. Remember earlier when we were hitting all those doubles and triples? This time, 1 to 42, we rolled a 42. That is going to be a strikeout. So striking out the side in the 9th inning, Brad Brach. And that does it as Baltimore rushes onto the field. And celebrating here in Rogers Center, Toronto, Canada, as the Baltimore Orioles take the game 9-3. What a game it was. Total number of hits. Brad Brach, his day was 1 inning, no runs, no hits, no nothing, and 3 strikeouts. That's not a bad day at the office for Brad Brach. Roberto Osuna, let's see what we can calculate. He actually pitched well. 8th and 9th innings, he gave up nothing as well. So 2 innings, nothing. No, he did have 1 strikeout. Sorry, 1 strikeout. No, 2 strikeouts. Sorry, 2 strikeouts. So if we're looking at hits, the Baltimore Orioles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. No errors. The Toronto Blue Jays, 7, 8 hits, 1 error. So your final stats, if you're keeping track at home, and why wouldn't you be? I mean, I expect you all to be scoring this game at home along with me to make sure I'm not messing anything up. I mean, that's just normal. Your final stat line here from Rogers Center is going to be the Baltimore Orioles, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. The Toronto Blue Jays, 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. If we're looking for an MVP, I think, boy, this is a tough decision. You got Matt Winters with a 3-run home run. You have Mark Trumbo with a single home run, and you have Manny Machado with a 2-run home run. The thing with Trumbo's home run was it was the one that Baltimore scored 4 runs in the first, then Toronto scored 1 in the third and 2 in the fourth, and all of a sudden it was 4-3. And then with Trumbo's home run, it kind of started Baltimore back going on. So what do you guys think, if anyone out there? Machado with the 2-run home run that kind of separated him. Give him Trumbo with the run that got him back to getting more, to get back their lead. Or Matt Winters in the first inning with a 3-run bomb to give him that 4-0 lead to start. I think I'm going to give the MVP. Oops. Goes to Matt Winters, the catcher for the Baltimore Orioles. He was 2 for 4, a single and a home run. I think that he'll be MVP of the game. So that's just a replay of the 2016. I have the 2016 set. I have several sets, but that's the only cards that I have for payoff pitch that are cut out at this point. So I wanted to do some payoff pitch. I've been dying to play it, and so I wanted to play something. So I figured, well, we'll do something. It was either National League or I just did the National League uh, playoff series in Dice Baseball, so I thought I would do the American League. So anyways, thanks everyone for, yep, give it to Wieners, says Dave Little. Yep, I agree. I think that 4 runs in the first inning certainly propelled them. There is the final stat sheet if you want to look at it. Take a screenshot of it, keep it as your desktop background, whatever you want to do there. That would be just fine. Yeah, pitching performance-wise, neither starting pitcher was great. Chris Tillman, 3 2/3, gave up 3 runs, and Marcus Stroman actually ended up pitching 4 innings, but he gave up 4 runs, all of them in the first, unfortunately. But yeah, I love me some payoff pitch. I think it's a really good system, and I think you can. It plays pretty quick when you don't have these pesky runners. So, as you can see, I mean, you can just go through inning after inning and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 really quickly. It starts slowing down a little bit when you got the runners, but I think our little dice roller up here kind of, instead of looking up charts and stuff like that, I think it worked out pretty good. So anyways, I think we'll call it Alabama 4, University of Minnesota 1. So Ken Castro, thanks for coming by. Dave Whittle, Clinton Parks, Tenacious Strat, Rob, Tribe Fan 879, Retro Sports Network, Dave Gardner, Baseball Demos, and Bob, and Tribe Fan. And if I missed your name and you came by, I apologize for that, but you're playing payoff pitch softball, NCAA 2017, Alabama 4, University of Minnesota 1. There you go, payoff pitch softball there. You can also get softball as well on their channel. So check it out. I think it's a good system. You get the, if you watch back, we were hitting those numbers just where we needed to. Like when we got an in play, it was like 1 to 5 is a double. We were getting that result. Or we were getting the patient results. We were getting, like, for Ezekiel Carrera, a double 48 to 50. And we'd hit that number and it, like, boom, 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 3 times in a row. And it was like, it was just giving us all kinds of crazy runs. But that's the way the game plays. And, if you hit these numbers like that, you're going to have some big innings like that, like we had. So I think it played out. I've played payoff pitch. I've played it on my channel on the computer, and we've had some low-scoring games when you don't hit these results all the time. And I love it. I think it's great. I would highly recommend you guys check it out. And if you do, let me know. And if you're going to post any payoff pitch, let me know. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Have a good evening, everyone.